Hi Cancer, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I'm going to be using the Lovers Oracle deck as well as the Light Seers deck. So remember to take what resonates from the reading and to leave behind whatever you feel does not. So let's find out what messages come through with the cards. So the first card we have is the Star card. Next we have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, you could be dealing with the fire sign, so Sagittarius, Leo, or an Aries. And finally, we have the Tower card in the reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, you could be dealing with an earth sign, so a Virgo, Taurus, or even a Capricorn. Okay, so with the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, with this card, this is all about putting in perhaps a lot of effort into making something work. So with this card, this is also feeling as though perhaps you're maybe in a state where you are questioning and perhaps even doubting whether those efforts are worth it at this time. And that could be because perhaps you're not seeing the instantaneous results of those efforts. But with this card, this is all about making a lot of progress. And it is the kind of progress that stretches long term. And so perhaps with it not being very visible in a way that perhaps you may expect at this time, that could be because it is something that's happening very gradually. And with this card, this is also a card that's all about being able to have faith. It's a card that also speaks on being able to develop your faith as far as what you are hoping for, what you are putting work towards. But this card is definitely one that does show progress. And with the Star card, this is a card that shows a lot of hope and a lot of wishing. And perhaps with this card, this could be about perhaps what you are trying to make work with that Seven of Pentacles, hoping that things are working out and wishing that things may move forward. And with the Star card, this is also a card that shows a lot of longing. So it's possible that perhaps you and another person may even be at a distance. But with this card, this also shows that that other person may be missing you right now, or you may be really missing this other person as well. But this card also is one that speaks about faith, and that faith gets rewarded with the Star card. So being able to maintain that faith is something that ultimately is also being rewarded in the grander scheme of things. And with the Three of Wands, this is also a card that shows being able to perhaps be very happy with the decision that you are making. So any doubts that perhaps creep up with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Wands shows the ability to be pleased with the results of what comes out of those efforts. So with the Three of Wands, this is about the success of long-term planning or anything that you may have been working on long-term. So I am seeing that what you are hoping for, what you are working towards, and what you are putting in a lot of effort for is something that perhaps you get to come to witness in its manifesting form for the Three of Wands. And with the Three of Wands, this card also shows distance. And with the distance, I'm seeing that perhaps with the Star card, that hope to be able to perhaps meet somebody, reconcile with somebody, could also be something that is on the horizon, the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, this is also about being able to make plans for the future as well. So I'm seeing things maybe moving forward. It may start off very slowly, but I'm seeing things ultimately perhaps working out in a way that they do move forward very big. On a very big scale. And with the Tower card showing up in the reverse, with this card, this is about being able to mend perhaps some kind of a distraction that may have occurred in the past. So with the Tower card, this is about things falling apart because they were not built on perhaps a very strong foundation. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about taking your time as far as the foundation that you are building. And so I'm seeing that Seven of Pentacles energy being what is perhaps allowing for this new foundation or this connection to be built on something that is going to be more solid and is not going to come apart. And with the Tower card, this is all about being able to even have a comeback. This is about being in a state whereby you are perhaps planning and working on building things from a more realistic point of view, with efforts that perhaps are going to be more sustainable. And with this Tower card, this is all about being able to build something strong and also making the right decisions as far as what you are building and where you are building. So with these cards, I'm seeing that perhaps this is a very resilient energy, and I'm seeing a huge comeback for a connection. Also, you may be getting an opportunity to meet somebody that perhaps you have been hoping you would see, or to even reconcile in a very positive way with the Star card. And I am also seeing that perhaps what you are building with this other person, so the connection, the relationship, or any partnering that you may be involved in, is one that is perhaps coming along and progressing forward. And I'm seeing that perhaps it starts off slowly, but then it happens all at once. And I'm seeing that you may be able to enjoy in the success of hard work, or the success of your faith as well, with that Three of Wands, which also shows very victorious and successful energy, especially with what you may have started in the past. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card from the Lovers Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull out 3. One for you in this connection, Cancer, and one for the other person, as well as one for overall. So I'm going to start with the card for you, Cancer. So this is the card that came out, and it says transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Okay, and I'm going to pull out a card for the other person. So this is the card that came out. It says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay, and finally I'm going to pull out a card for the overall connection and this overall reading. So this is the card that came out. It says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Okay, so with this wait card, I'm getting it pertaining to the Seven of Pentacles, and perhaps being able to be patient and not giving up. Especially when things feel like perhaps they are moving slowly. So with this card, I'm getting this is also confirmation that things are definitely progressing in this connection and are moving towards your desired outcome as well. So this is about being able to be patient with yourself, and also being able to be patient with the situation at this time. So I am seeing that you won't be waiting forever. With this card, I am seeing you getting what you want, but I'm seeing that happening perhaps slowly unfolding, and then happening in a way that perhaps even surprises you. And with this card in the center, this one that says my beloved, this card is all about being at a distance. So there could be some long distance relationship that is indicated through this reading. You could also be at a distance as far as perhaps you aren't on speaking terms, and that could be perhaps for any reason. So I am seeing that perhaps this other person holds a torch for you, and perhaps there is this sense of being able to get over that hurdle of perhaps distance with this connection. And finally, with the transformation card, I am seeing this connection is one that perhaps is about to enter into a new chapter as far as how deep it can go, and being able to overcome perhaps this challenge or this part of the connection. I'm seeing that perhaps is one that strengthens and deepens the connection for both people. So with this card, I'm seeing perhaps this connection is one that's very deep. It is one that is very unique and also very authentic is what I'm getting. Okay, so that is the message I'm getting with these cards, Cancer. So I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you in tomorrow's reading. Bye, Cancer.